Oh, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Monday night live stream. How is everybody doing this Monday? I am just checking still a couple of things in the background here as we get set up because I am running late as always. Got a million things to do. While we are waiting for everybody to join us, let us know in the chat box. Already seeing some comments coming through how we're all doing. And as always on this show, I want you all to let me know your questions, your comments, your feedback, whatever you want to talk about, really. I have noticed that this camera is a bit lower. Daisy had a singing lesson today, and I think she's been mucking around with the camera. So you're only going to get half my massive head. I'm not going to start playing around with it now. Otherwise, it'll start really getting really bad. But yes, so is everybody okay? Is everybody well? Maybe we do it. Not sure. What do you think? I'm playing it, by the way, on the pod. I'm playing around with camera views. I will leave it. We'll leave it like that. But yes, how is everybody doing? Funny old week. It's already warm. I quite like it. It's already a bit milder. I like it better than colder and snow and awful weather. But yes, this week on the channel, was it today or yesterday? We put out the Puma Nitro Elite video, Elite 4. Don't know whether any of you have seen that. Let me know whether you're interested in the new Puma shoes. Somebody got quite irate in the comments on the Puma video because I pronounced Puma wrong. It's in other countries, it's called Puma. And he was getting really upset about it in the comments, which I thought was quite amusing. So let me know, do you get annoyed about the way people say things? Because if you do, then you're not going to particularly like the 3 videos that we've got coming on Mizuno. Okay, that's going to irritate the hell out of you anyway. So that's coming your way. But yeah, got rather upset this guy did about the Puma videos. But yeah, Puma DV8 Nitro Elite 4 and Puma DV8 4s, they were out. Saying anybody interested in them? I'll tell you what is I've just got it here again because I've been wearing it. Is the old Flex from Brooks. Anyone interested in that? Let me know. Whether you think that's just a what's the gimmick or actually a sensible running shoe. Let me know. I just feel like I'm really short in this. I'm gonna have to do something. If you're watching this live, apologies. I'm gonna have to. That's a bit better, isn't it? Let me know if you think that's better or not. But yeah, get your Mizuno. Get your questions in the chat box. I want to know what you're thinking about this evening. Okay. Now the other thing, I've got the Magic Speed. What version are we on? 5. Brain freeze. 5 is coming your way. So let me know if you're going to be checking out that video when that drops. The Magic Speed 5. And by the way, we're another week closer to the Super Blast 3 launch. I just put that out there. I'm not saying anything. I don't have the shoe yet. But I'm just thought I'd let you guys know that we're slowly moving forward to that. Last bit of housekeeping. We've got episode 2 of the Chasing Dreams series is coming your way on Sunday. And it is it's about distance. I'm going to say it's about distance. So watch out. The second episode of our Chasing Dreams series is coming on Sunday. Thank you for everybody, by the way, who commented and said that they missed the weekly vlog this week. That was quite nice. Thank you very much. But yes, so go and check out. If you've not seen it, go and check out episode 1. Okay, I'm seeing more and more of you joining the chat. So please get in there and give me some questions. And what else? I've just seen Ben's comment. Questions about coaching, running shoes, whatever you want to talk about, and we'll go through that. If you're listening to this as a podcast, you've taken us out on your run. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. On Friday, we are not doing a live recording of the podcast, just by the way. We've got a fantastic, I'm not just saying it because we've done it, a fantastic episode of Marathon Talk, which is our marathon focused show that we do. Hayden and I, we do love a marathon. And this one is not specific about a certain like major or something. We got into Christ knows what subjects about marathons, and it's really interesting. I think you guys are going to particularly enjoy it. So that's out on Friday, and then the following Friday we've got a new series of podcasts starting. Which again, if you missed Friday show, but if you're training for like London Marathon, Spring Marathon, I think you're going to really like that as well. So there's so much going on. Don't forget we are at Ramsgate Park Run Friday. Saturday. Don't go Friday. There's about 1 million of us coming down there. So get ready for that. Okay. I've just seen you Adidas 5. I can I'll come on to that. Take a big deep breath. Right. Good evening, everybody. I'm just looking now at the comments already. So again, get your questions in there. Good evening. Just thank you, Gary. Good evening, Ian. Book your flight, mate. Evening, Kev RP. What's this? Quick shout out to the members of the Hull Satellite Group. We have a huge group, by the way, in Hull. Made me feel really welcome at the weekend's party. Yeah, if you didn't know, we've got 40 Miles Running Club. We've got running clubs all over the country. So they're all free to join. Every single one of them is free to attend to, and you can just get along there. Go over to our website. We've got more Couch to 5K programs running across the country than any other running club has ever done in this country. So it's amazing actually at the moment. So yeah, check that all out. It's all on the website, stuff like that. Don't need to plug that. Okay, evening, Masuno. Who's interested? Let me know also, by the way, anybody's watching live, who's interested in the Hyper Warp shoes? Has anybody got them already? That would be interesting to know. Has anybody got any thoughts on the Hyper Warp race day shoes from our favorite Japanese? Oh no, because ASICS is Japanese, isn't that? Anyway, other favorite Japanese brand. So yeah. Yeah, let me know. Interested to know on that one. And has anybody raced in them yet? That's the other thing. Here we go. This is a good one. Since you asked, you also pronounce aluminum, vitamin, tomato, and other words incorrectly. Ramrod smoothers. So it's quite funny how people get worked up. No, I know he's not getting worked up, but I think get worked up in the comments that you say stuff wrong. Who really cares? Does it make any difference? No. So it's great, isn't it? Good question coming. Danny Knights, 40, sir. Currently using the glycerine, that's the Brooks Glycerine 22 GTS. That is the recovery run shoe for him. And he's using the guided version. Mega Blast 2 for long runs and the Endorphin Pro 4 for tempo efforts and races. Need a dedicated tempo shoe. Thinking Speed 5 as I love my Pro 4s. Why do you need a dedicated tempo shoe? I don't really understand why you'd need a Can't you just use your Pro 4? Oh, it's because you're using them for races. Is that what you're saying? Well, it's going to cost you an absolute fortune, but the Magic Speed 5 is good for that. But it will cost you a fortune. I really like the Magic Speed 5. I think wait and watch a video. But that's a good shoe. That's a good shoe. That's a perfect example of a tempo shoe. I tell you the one that might be worth waiting for. That's coming February is because it's going to be cheap. It's the Skechers Aero Razor. That'd be a good tempo shoe when that comes over to these shores. I'm not sure the exact date when it goes on sale, but I believe it's February. That because it's going to be priced well. That's what I'm saying. In terms of that, you can go and get an Evo SL. It's not a bad shout, with a Light Strike Pro in there, but maybe you don't get on with that because it's soft. That's why I'm looking at the looking at your other shoes. So yeah, Lee's in the house. Yeah, good catch up, bruv. Good catch up. Let's all try and pronounce this the right way. Ms. No. For anybody who gets slightly irritated when I say it wrong. Sorry about that. Get your questions in, by the way, and I will answer them. Shoes, coaching, whatever you want. And if you want some help with your coaching, drop me an email, hello@fordyruns.com. Maybe you've got Amsterdam Marathon and you already want to start planning and preparing for that. Get in touch now. Shoe question from Chris Smith. Looking for an everyday mileage shoe, marathon block, pairing with the Hyperion Max 2 for tempo and SC Elite for race day. Size 10, neutral gait. We've already done a video on this, Chris. And because I like you ready, Chris? I'm gonna drop it in the comments for you. You ready? It's because I'm a legend. Wait now. Oh, I thought it was going to be like a quick job, but it's not going to be a quick job. But I want to get the video for you because it's a very good video, and this is the shoe that you need. Can anybody guess what it's going to be while I find the video for him? Those who regularly tune into the channel should immediately be able to guess what shoe I'm about to give him. Come on, guys. You know the drill. Right, let me just load this up. It might start playing in the background if it does. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Copy. Right, Chris, are you ready in the chat? Chris Smith. Smith, for you. Chris, don't watch this, Chris, until after I finish my live stream. Have it. It's in there, babe. It's in there. That's for you, son. Evening, Debs. You didn't spend using the question. Ben, you did make me laugh. We've got the National Running Show coming up. We're doing a live show, right? Can I just say, by the way, if you are coming to the National Running Show to watch us live on stage at 11 o'clock, right? I can't emphasize this enough. You need to get there really early, all right? There's simply going to be not enough space. And I'm not making it up because I know how many tickets we've sold just ourselves alone. You need to get there early to get a space to watch the show. It's going to be off the charts. Okay, you can't shoot me if you don't get a seat or even get to see. Remember how small Hayden is. Okay, James, how are the Pulsio boots? James, great question. Great question. I've got a couple more days and I'm going to film a video on them, James. So far, so good. All right. But I'm going to reserve complete judgment. So if you want to know whether, if you've not been following along to the live streams, what we're doing on Monday, the other Monday I mentioned I'm going to get them. I got them, bought them out my own money, and I've been using them. And then I said that I would do a review on them once I've used them. So we're going to put that together and I'm going to put that video out. And it's real life testing, okay? So make sure, was it you subscribe and all that to it? Make sure you do this. Parky runs feedback on the Brooks Flex. Not interested in the Flex. I think it's a sensible idea. One of the reasons I think the Velocity Nitro is so good, it just needs to be wider. Yeah, the Puma Velocity does need to be wider. Okay. On the Adidas Pro 5, I saw some more leaked images today. That's why I mentioned it. And I actually did ask for an update on that shoe. I asked for an update on that, and I asked for an update on the Alpha Fly 4. Neither of which there is any update. So I may have an update for you next week. Okay. Oh, you are? No, I am interested. Okay, Parky, I've seen your comment. Yeah, so it doesn't help you at the moment, but I have asked for an update. There isn't one as sitting here today. I don't know if I've got the email here. No. But basically it was like there isn't an update. But I'm expecting hopefully something next week. All right. So tune in next week, people. Same time. I'll be here. Bring your questions. Again, let anybody late coming to the show, get your shoe questions into the chat. I will answer them before I drink. No, not before I drink this tea, before I go home. Before I go home, I am home. What are you talking about? It's been a long day. Right. Hold tight. Lovely, jubbly. Okay. Alex, hi Fordy. I was wanting some advice on what marathon race day shoe to get, either the ASICS Meta Speed or the ASICS Pro 4. Do you mean Adidas Pro 4? Aiming for 3:45 in Manchester after doing 3:56 in Chicago in Super Blast. I'd wear the Super Blast again. If you're talking about ASICS Meta Speed versus Adidas Pro 4, I would probably go for the ASICS because you know that the Super Blast fit. If that makes any sense. You know the fit of them. So I would go. I'd go probably ASICS. Just watch. I said I've got heat. Mind you, I've got heat spots in both shoes. To be honest with you, so I'm talking nonsense. But yeah, I would probably go for Meta Speed if it was me, because of where you're at with your Super Blast. But I'll be honest, I'd wear Super Blast. There's a geezer in the video of me in Chicago came racing past me in a pair of Super Blasts. So, you know what I mean? On the finish. What's been your best eureka moment with the shoe? Finally tested out the Saucony Elite 2 today down the track for some intervals. My word, incredible. Felt like an absolute hero. First time in ages. Yeah, I like this Elite 2, but just the sizing, the design of it. Scream out. I would probably take you back about a million years, and I would say with the Asics, the first glide ride, when I was doing marathon training back then, it was because I'd been in like Pegasus and Nimbus and all this other tut that been out there. You know, I remember when I remember I run marathons in both those shoes. But when the glide ride came out, I was just like, wow, this just works for me. It was nicely rockered. It had the right amount of cushion. It wasn't overly soft. In fact, it was quite firm, but it was wider. I had the guide sole technology in there, the gel, everything in there, and it just fitted me perfectly. And I just crushed miles in it for the first time ever in a marathon training block, and I literally wore them to destruction. And I went through pairs and pairs of them. I've got a pair in the garage, Tokyo set that I just wear for casual because I've got such solid memories of the original glide ride. I just love wearing them. So like bit of a retro shoe, just to wear out and about. I absolutely love it, and it brings back such fond memories. So I would say that's a eureka moment because I found a shoe that just worked for me, and I was able to do everything like more confidently in it, say the distance in it and stuff like that. So yeah, that probably do it. Will you review the Saucony Azura? Yes, I will. There's been some sizing problems. That's the only reason for that. The Brooks Coast amp, I will. That's not available to reviewers just yet over here in the UK. And the Skechers Aero Razor, yes, I've been told that I'm being sent a pair, not arrived yet. So out of all three of them, yeah, they will be on the channel. When they are, I don't know. They could all arrive tomorrow. The Azura, for example, could be in tomorrow. But the Ghost amp won't be. I can't remember. I can tell you if I saved the email. No, I didn't save the email. I didn't save the email. I just deleted it. I don't know if anyone else just deletes emails. No, they're not coming. Hyperion Elite will be in time for London because I've got my eye on that. But the amp, yeah, no exact timing on there. But anyway, yeah, to answer your question, yeah, I'm going to review all three, and probably sooner rather than later. So yeah, that's hang on. I'm just going to write a reminder to chase on them as well. Okay, keep going. Anybody else got any questions? Because there's quite a few, but so just stick them in and I'll get that. Thomas, I ran the Tokyo half marathon last week with a torn ACL. That wasn't a good idea. Hope you're feeling better. Parking runs, Vomero Plus is just an awesome shoe. So Parking runs is interested in the Flex. So that's the Brooks Flex here. Yeah. I don't think I've got the energy to talk about it. We need to get some more miles in it. That's the thing. I've been struggling to get miles in it, to do enough to get, I think, a reasonable review done on it. So that's why it's not come out. I've had the shoe a while. Can we talk socks? Shoe reviews are plenty, but what's the go-to socks? We answered this question the other week, Jason. Hopefully you guys know. I wear shoe socks most of the time. SHYU. If I'm racing, 9 times out of 10, I'll be in a shoe sock. I'm not paid by them. I don't have an affiliate link with them. I just like their racing socks and the training socks. I do occasionally wear, say, Sky socks. I do occasionally wear some other stuff, bits and bobs that I might get sent through. Because what happens is with certain shoes, you'll get like a package come through. They'll be like, I don't know, a coat and a jacket or a t-shirt, some shorts and a pair of socks in there, stuff like that. So I tend to wear them just for like training runs and stuff like that. But 9 times out of 10, I am wearing shoe socks. SHYU. But there's two different socks. You've got training socks and you've got the racing socks. I like the racing socks. I do use the training socks, but they're on the thicker side, and I'm not somebody who cares much for hot feet. So yeah, I prefer the racing socks, the thinner ones. But I really do like them. Really do like them. SHYU. So I'm not paid by them. I'm not got an affiliate link or nothing, but I just like wearing them. Okay. Actually, before we do that, I just want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. No bullshit. I just really appreciate it. If you're listening to this as a pod and you've taken it us out, honestly, it's nuts. So, genuinely, love you lot. Thank you very much for joining me on a Monday. We're here every Monday. So, thank you very much. Tell everybody about it. Okay, doing my first marathon, at Halstead on the 10th of May. Would it be reckless to do Southend half 5 weeks later? Or is that asking trouble, overuse, injuries? I'm 52, been running for 4 years. Depends what you do in Halstead. But I don't think it's unreasonable. 5 weeks later, take a week off after the marathon, run the next couple of weeks to feel. As long as you've got no side effects from the marathon, then I would take a nice steady trot around Southend. I'll probably be there, not confirmed yet. But yeah, I would take a nice steady trot around there, but don't go mad. If you've got any side effects from the marathon, then no, I wouldn't do it. But good to ask the question. Philip, Magic Speed 5 review. Yeah, it's coming on Wednesday. He says with confidence. Hang on. I just better check out. I've got that right. What's the date of Wednesday? Hold tight. 21st of Jan. That's coming. So that is that Wednesday? I think it is. So that review's coming on Wednesday. Look out for it. Fiona, fellow FORDY, great show. Thank you very much. What are your top race day shoe suggestions for running Brighton Marathon, please? Going to take me 4.5 hours. I've watched your 2025 here. Any updates on that, please? I think it's a bit early to be picking race day shoes if you're looking for specific race day shoes, because you're going to be, let me get rid of that. You're going to be getting a few new options come your way. I appreciate that you might want to get it in the next few weeks, because I don't know if you've got like a couple of half marathons, maybe tune-up races, things like that you want to chuck in. I'm playing about myself. I will be from the Watford half. I'm going to be playing around with some shoes for London. But if you're looking for a race day shoes, I wouldn't close off options just yet. There's plenty of shoes out there. There's plenty of shoes you can pick up on cheap. I saw the and I'm not recommending this, I'm just saying this, the Meta Speed was 170 quid, 167 quid at sportshoes.com. I was doing a video on the Magic Speed, and there's a reference, the Meta Speed over here is a sports shoes. And obviously you can get a discount at sportshoes.com. If you're a FORDY Runs affiliated club member, you can get 15%. You should all be joining as affiliated club members at FORDY Runs, by the way. You get 15% off at sportshoes.com, like 20 something quid. Don't forget, we've got a 10% discount on the written reviews we do on the website. But, there's so many good shoes out there from last year that you can pick up discounted now. If you think the Pro 4 from Adidas, you can pick that up. SC Elite, I've done a video on it, didn't I? SC Elite V5. 160 quid, 150 quid? Absolute no-brainer. That shoe is at that price. But there is a lot of, well, not a lot. There's a few shoes still to come. Like I just mentioned, the Brooks Hyperion is going to be here in time for London. The new Hyperion 6, which is a total departure from the previous model. So there's still a few shoes that could find their way into the stores by then. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily be hooked on something just yet, unless you're looking for a shoe. Not a race day shoe. You're looking for a shoe that you can train in and then take into race day. So Mega Blast, Super Blast, whatever. Something like that. Yeah. I hope, does that answer the question? Not sure. Okay, right. John, after your gym video, I've watched Jakob Ingebrigtsen's S&C videos for runners. I bet his was a little bit better than mine. If you're after any new running specific exercises from a world-class runner, Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever really. I mean, as I said in my video, I didn't really do it to give guidance, or I think I was quite clear in terms of the stuff on there. I did it just to show you guys what I'm doing. I was not recommending you do anything that I'm doing. In fact, I'd probably do the opposite. I'm not particularly good at doing any of those exercises. I just do the best I can, and I know it's making a positive impact on what I'm working towards, right? So, yeah, I would research what you need to do in there, take advice, and from somebody who's qualified to give advice, not necessarily just from a YouTube video. And again, just because what a um, world champion person doesn't mean that's going to be relevant for you. All right, it's always the same, isn't it? Should I train like Ben Felton? Well, not really, because he's like 18 times faster than me, runs double my distance, weighs half as much as me. Do you know what I mean? And does it full time. So there's no point in me training like Ben, really, is there? Even though I love the guy and I'd love to be as fast as him. Do you see what I mean? So it's all got to be relevant to you, I think. So just take it with a pinch of salt. Just always get the best advice. Is my advice. Okay, moving on. Guy Monty is slimming down his rotation. I bet, I guarantee, Guy, you say that, right? But we'll have a couple more shoes come out and you'll go, 40, scrap that. I've increased my rotation. But anyway, let's hear him out. He's slimming his rotation down to a Velocity Nitro 4. Makes sense. Evo SL for everything else, including a half marathon. You're a bold man. Hopefully you don't get hip pain with that. What do you think about the reduced rotation? Am I mad? Yes. I actually think this is bold. I actually think that the Velocity Nitro 4 can do a fair amount what that Evo SL is going to do for you. I would have a Velocity Nitro 4 and I would probably go a Super Blast or Mega Blast instead of the Evo SL. Although I appreciate they're about £100 more. But that's where I would go with that. I think they're too similar. Yeah, that's what I say that. Eddie Irish, evening, Chris. Loving the channel content. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate it. I thank you. I genuinely thank all the subscribers, especially the members, people who just they pay us a tiny fee every month just to literally help the channel out. That means so much to me, and I appreciate everybody who turns up, watches these videos, watches these live streams. You can't, and it's not BS. You can't believe to think how much difference it makes. You guys just turning up and watching this stuff, and because I was going to give it all up, and that was genuine. So to see this love, it's real nice. Eddie started running 6 months ago, and I wonder if my Nova Blast 5s are causing continuous calf strain. My runs are 80% easy and weekly mileage is 40 kilometers. How much stretching you doing? How much foam rolling you doing? How much mobility work? How much mobility work are you doing? How much work are you doing on the rest of your leg? In terms of strengthening it and things like that, because usually the calf muscles is as a result of misuse elsewhere. Running too quick, just basically just not taking care of yourself and doing the work elsewhere that then starts to impact the calves. But the calves usually tighten up when you're not stretching them and looking after them, and they can't cope with what you're doing to your legs basically. The Nova Blast shoes will have an impact. Funnily enough, I just was moving a client into a different drop shoe. She was struggling with her calf muscles, and she's spending a lot of time in plated shoes with 5 to 6 mil drops. When I tore my calf muscle and I had a proper like foot scan and all that gait work and done it, but I mean like by a doctor, his recommendation when I tore my calf muscle was to go up to a 12 millimeter drop to support my calf. And then as my calf strengthened back up, then to ease back off the drop. So yeah, I mean that's Nova Blast 6 or 5. Careful. I think from memory's got 6 mil drop, or is it 8 mil? I can't remember. But yeah, look, it could be that, but I'm guessing it's probably more the fact that you're not stretching, you're not foam rolling, you're not taking care of them, and you're doing other things that are aggravating them, and you probably don't have the strength elsewhere, and that's why it's causing issues in your calf muscles. That's probably what it is. So have a look at stretching them and things like that. But thank you very much, Eddie, for the love. Make sure you come back next Monday. Hi, Fordy. Love these Monday night lives. Thank you very much. Spread the word. First time at the running show this year. I'm waiting to get some new daily trainers. Can you grab a bargain there, or should I just order online? Okay. Firstly, if you're coming to the National Running Show, you need to be there on Saturday. We are live on stage at 11 o'clock. Get there to the stage. We're on the smaller stage extremely early. It's going to be standing room only, and there's going to be a lot of people there. All right. So make sure. And then once we finish the show, we're going to the sports tours stand. Okay. So straight after, come and say hi. In terms of bargains, yeah, you'll be able to get some bargains. Some of the retailers are there. I don't know what sort of bargains they're going to have, but yeah, I would do that. The only thing I would say is have in mind what you're going to go there. Don't end up with something that's just on sale and you've picked it up. You know what I mean? So have an idea before you go there. Have a look on if you look on the website of the National Running Show, they've got a list of the brands that are there. So have an idea. I know, like if you're, I don't know whatever you're doing, but if you're signed up already to like the rave run, we're doing that with ASICS. So ASICS, we're doing a shoe try on with them in the evening. So you know, Nimbus, for example, something like that. I don't know what other shoes they can have, but yeah, I would strongly recommend having an idea of the shoes you want to look at before you get there. All right. Price tag of £119 made the Saucony Elite 2 feel even better. Full price, yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah, definitely get this stuff on cheap. Andreas, what upcoming shoes are you excited for in 2026? I'm excited for the Alphafly 4. I'm excited for the New Balance SC Elite version, whatever, 6. I'm excited for the Brooks Hyperion Elite version 6. I'm excited for Neo Vista 2 or 3. What's the other shoe? I like another shoe, but I can't talk to you about that. Pro 5 from Adidas. Yeah. No, I think that's a couple to keep me occupied. I would say. I'm a bit upset about the leaked images I'm seeing of the Pegasus. I was hoping Nike would do something more awesome with that, but let's see. But yeah, they're probably the shoes just off the top of my head. Okay, winter 10K, evening 40. Looking forward to it. I'm going to be there. Yep. Are we taking it over again? Yep, that's our race. If anybody's not been to the winter 10K and they're going, basically, it's how many 40 runs t-shirts can you spot as you run along in London. And don't forget, our penguins are there. So we have, as a club, we volunteer. We're such amazing people. We send the most volunteers to all the races in the UK as a club. Something I'm extremely proud of. That as a club in this country, we support all the major races with volunteers. And the Winter 10K, they're always the penguins. So when you come through by Bank of England, make sure you give them a high five. Here we go. Ian's promoting for me the affiliated membership at 40 bands. Make sure you say it's 20 quid, guys. Just join and so you get race discounts. You get to go in our London Marathon ballot. We gave, was it 4 London Marathon places away recently? If you're an affiliate club member, it's 20 something quid and you're getting 15% off of sportshoes.com. So you're going to save that on the first pair of shoes. Right, what's this one? Milbert, we travelled in Europe a few months ago. I get excited when I see a Decathlon store. Pretty cheap prices of running clothes compared to the major brands. Hope to see the store. Yeah, Decathlon's great. I really like Decathlon. I've got a trip coming up to Iceland, actually, and I'm going to be going and smashing the life out of Decathlon. It's really good. Stuff like shorts and things like that, tech tops. You know, after a few washes, some of the cheaper brands, they stink, but the Decathlon stuff's really, really good. It is. Hydration vest is another good thing. SC Elite version 5 versus Puma Deviate Nitro Elite 4 from Oliver. I would go marathon, even though I said I wouldn't, but out of the two, okay, so I think that's fair. I'd go SC Elite in the marathon. I was tempted to wear them in Chicago. I did say that. And the Puma I'd wear for a half. So I don't know whether that helps you at all. Both very good shoes. Both very good shoes. And Milbert loves the Mega Blast and Evo SL. It's like the perfect combo, isn't it, in terms of our rotation right now? The Mega Blast from ASICS and the Evo SL. Great combo, actually. Ben, Chris, do you think the Deviate Nitro 3 for 89 quid or get the 4? Is there much difference between the two? It feels lighter. It feels a little bit more energetic, but at £89, you can't argue with that. 4 is a good shoe. It's a very good shoe. But at £89, value always wins, right? So no, take the 89 quid, mate. Defo. Someone's asking you there where you're getting that for 89 quid. But yeah, I love the new Puma shoes. I think they're fantastic. Puma have done a cracking job. You put them together, if you think about it, you go Mag Max, right? But most of your stuff, easy stuff, whatever, easy long runs, things like that. Deviate Nitro 4 for tempo workouts, even some of your speed stuff on the treadmill, and then some of your longer runs with pacing, and then race day, the Elite 4. Good combo, isn't it? And you could even stick in there, because they're so damn cheap, the Velocity 4 as well, right? For just like whatever. It's not a bad shout, is it? I've run the Deviate Nitro 3 for the marathon. Why not the V4? Used the Metaspeed Tokyo last time, but sent them back because couldn't fit on the wide. Looking for something to try before Boston in upcoming races. There's a few shoes coming, Oliver. Just wait. Just wait on that. For me, I'm a funny thing, and I have a sensation that I look for in a marathon shoe. I like, and I've spoken about this before. I like something that feels marathon, that's bouncy, that's responsive, that's stable to a degree, that's giving me the right bounce in the feedback. And I want a shoe that I can find rhythm in. Now, with the Deviate Nitro Elite 4, it's very light, so I end up going too fast in it. And I find that I can't find that marathon rhythm that I look for. I'm a very when I run the marathon, I'm very much trying to settle into a rhythm early doors in what I'm looking for, and the shoe needs to respond to that, and that's why I very much like the Adidas Pro 3. I could hold speed. That's why I like the Alpha Fly version 1. Adidas Pro 4 was like that to a degree in Chicago, but I had to make a lot of adjustments to it. SC Elite 4 was another shoe for that. It wasn't particularly fast, but I could find the rhythm that I like. I like to feel it's such a random thing, but anybody who's ever rode a horse, yeah, especially Western type of riding, where we call it loping, and you get that rhythm of that sort of longer striding where you're just loping, you're covering ground, and you're actually covering it at fast pace, but you're doing it with ease, and it's a real nice feeling. That's what I look for in a marathon shoe. With the Elite 4, it's so light, it just I can't help but feel like I'm turning over quicker, and I wouldn't want to take that into a marathon because I think I'd undo myself. I'd feel like a pro, like I'd feel like Kipchoge for 12 miles, 16 miles, and then it'd go to shit, and then I'd be walking because I couldn't help myself. You know what I mean? And that's the thing for me. So it's very specific, I think, in terms of the runner. It's just what I like. It's like why I'd never wear the Fast R3. It's my fastest shoe that I own. I've PB'd other than the marathon at every level in it, but I'd never wear it in a marathon because it doesn't give me that what I'm looking for, that bounce, that cush. You know, that's the sort of thing I'm looking for. Hopefully that explains actually what I look for in a marathon shoe for anybody who likes to know. So that's it, guys. Well done. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you appreciate it. We're back Monday, 8 o'clock. Tell everybody, yeah. I'm here to answer your questions, coaching questions as well. Whatever you want to talk about, guys. I'm here. I'm here for you to chat away and that lot. Don't forget, like I said, we're not here on Friday. We're not recording a live show. We've got a brilliant marathon talk show, talking about marathons and stuff. It's fantastic this week's show. It really is. So make sure you watch that. We've got the Magic Speed video coming this week as well. Should hopefully have a Neo Zen 2 review for you this week as well, maybe towards the end of the week as well. So fingers crossed on that stuff. I'm down in Ramsgate on Saturday for Park Run. If anybody wants to come down there, I'm going to be down there. And then the following week, it's a big week. We're at the National Running Show You've all been warned. Get there early on Saturday. We are taking it over. Okay. I'm not joking. We are taking it. We have sold so many tickets. It's ridiculous. Talking thousands of people. So make sure you get along very early if you want to be near the front at the show at 11 o'clock on the running skills stage. Okay, not the main stage. Or is it? Yeah, not the main stage. It's the other one. All right, it's going to be absolutely packed. So get yourselves along to that. But yeah, guys, honestly, thanks so much for the support. Thanks everybody. Episode 2 of Chasing Dreams comes your way on Sunday. Make sure you check that out. And I'll see you guys back here live next Monday at 8 o'clock.